Lissa here for allhiphop.com with the living legend, Lady Luck. Say that 4 times fast.
Oh shit! I thought I said living lesbian.
We not even sure if you a lesbian anymore, sis. Now that you have switched the style up. Okay.
I don't play no sets. I'm here for a good time.
I'm too. And I see your new body, and we're going to get into all of that. But I want to start from the beginning. I became familiar with you on Hot 97. You did something called the roll call.
It was Check the Rhyme, but the roll call was their thing. It was the same.
Like, it was when people used to call in and rap over the phone.
Yeah.
And you went on, and I guess you killed it so crazy they brought you back.
Well, I had rapped for 5 days in a row. I called the first day, and Skeletor was like, "It's a girl." So by the 3rd day, I knew I was gonna win. So I want, they called me every morning. It was 5 days in a row, and I defeated the other rappers.
Right, I remember you killed it.
And then they called me up the weekend of Martin Luther King Day, whatever like that, and I rapped on the radio. And then
how old were you when that happened?
6.
Shut up.
No, I was 16.
Okay, now looking back, I want to ask you all the questions I ever wanted to know. So now in hindsight, knowing that you come from a hip-hop family, like you come from one of the pioneer families.
Shout out them.
That phone call was like serendipity, or was it like a friend of a friend calling saying, "Listen, my niece gonna be calling up soon"?
Nah, anybody, you can ask the wonderful Chuck Creekmore. I've never even mentioned Sugar Hill with my deal with Def Jam because of the name that they had. Like, any reason that anybody knows me or heard of me or anything like that, besides for the show we just did, but everything was all me. I never got anything from them. And
it feel like you got that show because of you too. I felt like
well, you better preach.
I felt like you and Somaya had put in the footwork, and those things happen because of certain things. But we're gonna
well, no, shout out to Darnell. Darnell had the relationship with the producers and he brought it to pass. You know what I mean? You gotta give credit when credit's due.
Darnell been a diva since that Sweet 16 show on MTV, right? Was you at that party?
No, they didn't invite me.
Why? Because they been scared of you the whole time.
No, I think, look, you know what? God is so good. Today we're here. Shout out to Darnell, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to you. Like I said, I'm a true fan. So for me, I'm going to ask the questions I always want to know, the questions I know the people want to know. Right. And no disrespect to Darnell, we love you. You're very entertaining. But I know that being a woman in hip-hop is so hard, especially when you have a zeal. And you have that. And sometimes it makes people nervous, even if they in your family.
She wants me to marry her. I don't know with all of these good compliments in here. I'm blushing. This is not even blush. This is her what she's doing.
No, that's that makeup. We see you.
Oh, she's cute. She's cute. No, I mean, the family, it just wasn't what God had planned. It just didn't happen. I worked with them. Well, no, I'm lying. Everybody who worked at the studio would get me in the studio and work with me and stuff. And I mean, it was dope growing up over there. I was the first Sugar Hill baby. You know what I mean? I was the first hip hop kid. Like, I was there. So, I mean, I'm not hating or anything like that. It just wasn't meant to be. And they're not really into pushing new artists anyway. They're not into doing what I needed to get done anyway. So, God knew what he's doing.
So, at that point when you made that phone call, 16-year-old Lady Luck, what were you going through? Like, what was life like?
Again, God told me to call that morning. It's not like I was listening to the radio and I was trying to call every day and trying to get in. It was the first time I called. They picked up on the 3rd ring. We was on welfare. We was in a 2-bedroom apartment.
So life was hard.
Well, I mean, we in Bergen County, so we at the bottom of the top. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like it's better than being at the top of the bottom. So it was life. I mean, we wasn't fresh to death, but I had a job, and God is good. I can't complain because I know people who had it worse, so I don't want to be ungrateful, And
this was a different time. Like, there was no Instagram, there was no social media. You had to hit the ground running.
Stone age, man. It's the Stone Age,
So what, like, you make the phone call, and then what happened?
Well, I mean, if we could rewind right quick, I went everywhere rapping. I had a manager, and we're working together again now, Bobby Kennedy. What happened was I was rapping everywhere. Anybody's barbecue, anybody got a microphone, I'm there rapping. So earlier that week, which is so crazy, before I rapped on the radio, I was walking home from school. I shout out to DJ AP. I used to sell his mixtapes. So I go to the barbershop, try to make a couple dollars, and this one guy is in there. The guys who with the cornrows and the box shaped head. The ones that's always causing trouble in the hood. The braids is never fresh. So he's like, "Yo, you talking about popping Moet? Shorty, buy me a bottle of Moet." So I went to the liquor store across the parking lot. I was $10 short. One of the homies hooked me up. And I went to the front door of the barbershop. And when I popped the bottle, Everybody went crazy. They ran outside. They went crazy. So shout out to everybody in there because the guys cut celebrities' hair. So Nayamo took me to Lil Kim's house on my 17th birthday. And I was rapping for C's and them and stuff like that. And I was supposed to sign with Kim at one point. And then they took me to see Fat Joe. And then the guys in the barbershop started taking me places. So then when I rapped on the radio, it opened up, you know, the dialogue even more. So I went everywhere. I went to Bad Boy. I rapped for Harv Pierre. And then I went back and rapped for Puff. And then the next day, Lior called my house. You don't like Def Jam? They turned me out. Def Jam turned me out. Man, they sent car service. They were sending fruit. I don't even think we washed the fruit. It came in a basket. We was like, delicious, you know.
Free wine.
Yeah, like treated it like the Garden of Eden.
They probably sent a bitch to hold it for you.
You know what I'm saying? No, I wish. So you know what I mean? It was a lit month that month. You know because the guys helped me out, but the radio catapulted it.
What was it like meeting Kim, like at that time?
Oh man, you know, I'm still a fan, and when I see these people, I let them know that I'm a fan. You know, we're grown women now, and this be some bullshit women be doing, but I am still a fan at heart. And when I met Kim, it was just like, it was breathtaking. You know what I mean? I called my cousin as soon as I left. Yo, I was just with Lil Kim. You know what I mean? We was up at the house in Alpine. Then we went to Puff's house. He had a place over here on Park and all the plaques on the wall and stuff like that. And it was just like, it was unbelievable.
So she's always been like very welcoming. She wasn't like a
Kim was welcoming. You know, it happened so fast because it was the month of December. Remember, I rapped for her on my birthday, which is the 7th. Y'all can send me gifts, Cash App, all that. And then when I had went to then the month of December, we hung out a little bit, but not a lot. But then when I rapped on the radio, now Kim is calling me. Then they got Foxy calling me because they knew I was a big Foxy fan. Like it was.
You like Foxy more than him?
What do you mean?
If one had to go,
like why they have to go?
Because it's the game we playing. One gotta go.
They got different styles. Like at the time, you know, Kim is more sexual, you know, and I'm a tomboy. So Foxy spoke more to, even though she was very sexual, she spoke more to the person that I was. Kim was like, you know, more. You know, I didn't never hear Foxy talk about sucking dick. You know, and Kim was very vivid.
Right.
You know, I'm a tomboy in the car. I used to be scared of the dick. You know, it just didn't fit with my playlist.
So if you have, it's a song and you got one feature.
But I used to be scared of the dick.
Now you throw lips to the shit?
Hey, what's happening?
If you had a song, right, and you could only have one feature, is Kim or Foxy, pick her now.
Like today or back then?
Whatever's going to help you to pick.
Well, to answer it like this, when I went to Def Jam, they offered me a record deal and they're telling me that I'm about to be this person and that person, but because I won on the radio, they owed me a Foxy Brown album. And on my way out of just fulfilling my own dream, I said, do I still get Foxy's album? So yeah.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I did.
That's fine. Are you guys still in communication?
Yeah. Shout out to Fox. You know, Instagram love. You know, DMs and liking pictures and reposts and stuff like that.
One thing about you, and that's what I love, is that you always show love, pay respect, like mention people, don't have no problem saying who inspired you, like those types of things.
Because I'm not a sucker, you know, and I'm definitely work to be sucker free. So you gotta wash your body of any sucker emotions, and that's why I'm here with you today. Because I had a lot of sucker shit going on inside of me, pause.
Hey.
You know, I had to fix my mind, because one thing that I had to realize is that they always say positive thinking, and you know, that's what you think. So I'm a positive person. I feed the homeless, and I'm always into church and stuff. So, but my life was not working. And then till I realized that the positive thinking was not me being positive outward, is what I'm thinking to myself inward. Pause again. So it's like I had to change the narrative I tell myself. You know what I mean? So
do you think the weight loss had anything to do with that change?
My hunger to be better, my hunger to change, my hunger to not want to be whack anymore is what helped everything. So I go everywhere. I study everything. I want to hear anybody's what they consider to be truth, you know, and weight loss and everything. I just want to perfect me.
So can we talk a little bit about your love life? Because now you single, but there was a point where you were very public, in a very public relationship. Yeah, we saw your highs, we saw your lows, but we saw nothing about the breakup. Y'all did that very clean.
Well, me and hip hop have always been on this roller coaster together, and I don't think that we're ever going to break up, you know. But me and hip hop, we're definitely public again, and we're together again. Common said he used to love her.
Right. And what about Somaya though?
Oh.
Yeah, what about that?
Oh, okay, shout out to her.
No, because y'all, you know, we loved watching y'all together. People loved it. It wasn't like it was like a lot of haters. So we thought.
Right.
And it felt like she came into your life at a good point, and y'all helped each other because she was doing some things, but like she was under the radar.
Okay.
You were known, but you know you were kind of doing the same thing under the radar. And when y'all got together, the light started shining.
Jack, come look at my titties. All right.
So
yeah, so you know I got this new project out.
You good? Come on, you spinning. I like it. Go ahead, talk to me.
No. Shout out. I mean, you know.
I don't know if you guys still friends.
Yeah,
cool.
Like, we just work, you know, Sagittarius and Geminis is just.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, it's wild. You know, it's wild. You know, but good people, definitely good people, and we're still working together, as of today.
That's good. Cause like you know, like I said, I'm an advocate for.
I'm not gonna be out here hating nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Well, did she get mad when Nicki mentioned you? Did she get mad? Cause you know that how the ex-girlfriends like to linger. Did she hit your line when she saw you?
We were still together at that time.
Shoot, were you? That's what ended it. Cause the next day I felt like you announced you were single. Wait a second now. Is that what happened? Blink twice. Okay.
So Dreams, my new single, I'm having a good time out here.
That video is saucy and spicy.
So are you, let me tell you. So the fuck are you, okay? Yeah.
In that video, let's go into that video.
Okay.
Of course we expected
that wasn't a good one. I was trying to talk about Jesus more. Okay, go ahead.
Don't worry. He knows your heart.
And we haven't even been drinking, you know? Okay, go ahead.
Because communion was like yesterday was first Sunday. Don't worry, I got a little wine and some bread for you. Jesus' body. Don't worry. Now, in the video, you got spicy with a guy too. Can we talk a little bit about that? Like, were you fully acting or did you feel something?
I was watching the behind the scenes of that video, and I had to question what happened myself. Right. I had to, because at certain angles and certain points, I had to, you know, ask myself, did I get pregnant? Because it looked so real.
Sis, you was eating eggplant. I wanted to know.
Well, and then also I had to call and apologize to Cece.
Who's that?
The young lady who looks like Nicki in the video. All you keep hearing is, look, I'm not gay. You know what I'm saying? I might do it behind the scenes. It was lit. It was lit. The first edit of the video, my mother watched it and said, is this legal? You know? So I had to clean it up. So when people were like, can you clean it up anymore? I said, oh no, that's the cleanest.
That's what y'all gonna get.
Yeah.
But that sex does sell. And do you feel a shift?
I'm not selling sex. I'm just letting y'all know who I am. Like, everybody think I'm this hard battle rapper dyke. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am luck. I am beautiful. I am sex. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm just giving y'all more because y'all don't know who I am. So it'd be like, what, feel my titties, Daz? No. Okay, he's gonna touch him chest. He's showing me titties, look. But I can't, Daz. It's a sweater. You know. But, you know, I just want y'all to know who I am. It's not about me trying to, you know, sell something. Or people said I was uncomfortable. I'm like, nah, I make you uncomfortable. I'm confused. I'm very clear. Maybe I'm confusing you, but I'm very clear.
So you feeling good about it? Like it's not like it's like contrived or no one's forcing you to do it.
It was all my idea. I directed the whole video.
So now are you dipping into the man?
I picked the man. It wasn't.
Was you go on a date with a guy? Like seriously?
Food?
No, that's why I said seriously because we all know we gonna go. Fat niggas hit me up. I'm with it.
I mean, you know this. I like, you know, I like men for what they are. You know, it's like, you know, they lift heavy stuff. You know, they have a toy that is attached to them, but it would be, you gotta wake it up sometime, you know. You know, they're good for that stuff. Me, I like to wake up next to a woman, you know. I've had good times with men. We run full court together, you know. It's just great time. Me, him, her, you know, us, you know, great time. But I like to wake up to a woman with good breath.
Speaking of women
with good breath,
but you know you love somebody when even a bad breath is good breath to you, because sometimes you think it's good, but it's not. Ain't nobody got real good morning breath, but you love her. Okay. So you're like, it ain't really that. Target and kiss.
It's happened.
But there, you, like I said, you always pay respect, but you also have had your moments where you've been beefing with people, had to battle some women. You and Remy have one of the most like talked about battles to date when it comes to female rappers. All I can remember is "Listen, bitch." Like your bitches were hard.
I was practicing it too. I wanted to be felt with the bitch.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Like, how did you prepare for that? Like, how did that happen?
In the mirror, I was like, bitch.
No, this the whole thing. Like, bitch. How did you prepare for the bitch? Like, were you like doing research? Like I said, it's different. There was no Instagram. There was no
Googling. None of that. So you just had to depend on what was going on. You know, back then. I was out of control. You know, I started that trouble. I did that. I was out of control. I was full of the devil back then. I was out on bail at that time. That was my first felony. But, you know, I started that trouble with Ribby, you know, because I was very, very arrogant. I was very, 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 very arrogant. You haven't seen it.
And you probably felt unappreciated.
Yeah, if that's what you want to put it as, or, you know, whatever.
Undervalued. Like, you always been nice. Like, this is not nothing that new.
My cousin called me and said Remy was talking shit. She wasn't. But, you know, back then, you know, that's all you had to take, because I'm the best rapper, I'm the biggest and best. So I ran out of the fight club, didn't do no research that they her homies, and everybody's here together, they all friends. Right. Where Remy at? Like, she's supposed to be there, then and there. You know, I was out of my mind. So, you know, I caused that trouble. You know what I mean? And we just squashed our stuff.
I like when y'all squashed it. It made me very happy, actually.
Me fucking too, man. It was like Rim did a freestyle down in D.C. and you know, she mentioned my name, you know? And everybody hit me, oh my God, Luck. And I'm like, yeah, it's on now. Remy, I'm coming for you. And when I watched the video, I realized that she probably didn't even realize my name was in the verse. You know, Remy, say a verse. Okay, here's one. And then she's like, oh, fuck Luck's name. You know what I mean? And I was writing bars. And I had a bunch of them. And they were like, do it harder. You got to go harder. I'm like, it's not in me, pause, to do that. Like, I'd rather just show love, you know what I'm saying? And then I wrote my homage freestyle, and I shout out all the other female rappers who didn't repost it on their page, but they be acting like, oh, females can't work together.
That happens in all the realms.
Like, you know, you bitches is full of shit.
Why do you think that is, though?
Because we women. Like,
but I like working with other women. It's not all of us.
It's not all of us, sis, but it's just the thing. Like, I don't know what it is, and I ain't going to start insinuating things like, I know what the fuck it really is, but I'm not here for that. We just, you know, we just work hard. But shout out to the females that did show love on the page. Pepper, Missy Elliott, Shauna reposted it. Fucking Vita, Miss Jade, Babs, forgot, but you know, majority of the females, if they didn't repost it, they definitely came to show love.
I reposted it.
You know, all of them, Roxanne, Shantae, you know, so they said,
who haven't you done a song with that you would love to? Al, come on, you see that?
I just wanted to do that.
Let me feel yours. Who haven't you worked with that you would like to? Let's put that into the universe.
Everybody. You know, everybody. I don't get into a box.
Any like pop people, or maybe like out of the. I
write songs, so I want to work with everybody. If it's not a song that we can do together, where I'd be rapping or something like that, then I would definitely like to write or produce or something.
You smell so good. You want babies? No. I can't give them to you.
No.
I mean, do you want some?
No. It was a lot of work. No, I don't. No, I'm still working on getting the stomach smaller. No.
Do you want to be on carry it?
I leave the universe to do whatever.
You would do it though.
Well, I mean, if everything's right, I would do whatever's right. I would do Pornhub if the situation is correct.
Oh, they out here offering people jobs too. They actually told Azalea, Iggy, what's her name? Iggy, her. Okay. You never know.
The banks.
Never know.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, we working. I got a bunch of stuff I'm working on.
So let's talk about the project.
Yes, finally, yes.
We gonna get to it. What's the name? How did you come up with that? Like, tell us about the development process.
It's called Double D.
Okay.
Why? That's a G. No, did you know that they have G bras?
Yo, when I was pregnant, I was the F. So I
used to have a third titty a lot. Like, if you look at old school pictures of me,
hanging out.
It should be here, and the people, you know what I mean. So then when I went finally as a tomboy, hey man, help me with my titties. I didn't know it was a G. So it makes sense. A bitch really is a G. But might as well be my bra size.
Have to be.
But the project I'm working on, we got Trillionaire Dollars on it, and like I didn't want to work with him because I don't like people. And my boy Dr. Sounds, he was like, you gotta work with this kid. And I'm like, oh fuck, a local rapper. You know what I mean? And then like, he is amazing. I was like, that's what you get, Luck. See, God's still dealing with your ass. We did one song and then it turned to like 2 albums. But he's on my new song Vanilla that we have out featuring my boy Sims. Sims is super dope. Worked with Chinks Drugs. He's working with everybody. He's super dope, and we got that out. And we got a bunch of other records we working on. I'm not gonna do no whole album shit right now.
Like an EP?
I'm putting out singles. I'm just putting music out. Why not? TuneCore, you know, DistroKid. I put it out. Y'all like it. Y'all stream it. You know.
What would you say is the biggest misconception that you would like to clear up about Lady Luck?
I don't give a fuck what they think. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good place to be.
I want you to. You just have to learn more about me, and that's what I had to learn about certain artists. Like there's a new artist that come out. It takes a while for you to warm up to them. It takes a while for you to know them, and they might do some dope shit that you like or that you relate to. So if there's any misconceptions, if they stay tuned, they'll be cleared up. I don't even know what they're saying because I don't have time to listen.
You're in a good place.
I don't read comments. Yeah, get your chakras aligned, sis.
I need to get my chakra Khan.
Hey,
Chakra Khan.
Hey,
I need my shit aligned, bro. Like, fix me.
Now, we are the Carter Twins. You can follow them on Instagram. They definitely, we are the Carter Twins. They right there in Jersey, and they definitely got me right. Pause.
You need to burn a little sage.
I don't remember her burning sage, but I know when she went with each chakra, she had some type of, I don't know if you shared this.
Yeah, I don't think you want to tell them that.
Yeah, but I mean, it's nothing freaky, nothing crazy. It's nothing, you know, what's the word, against God or whatever like that. It's
nothing too taboo, nothing too wild.
Yeah, it's none of that blasphemy and stuff like that. It's just that we all have energies in our body, and sometimes that we feel off because of that. We can't find our inner peace, or we can't find our happiness because of that. So, you know, you get your chakras aligned, and
well, go get your chakras aligned. Make sure you check out all of Lady Luck's new music, old music. Get into the catalog, dig into it, get extra familiar.
Okay.
What's your Instagram? The Twitter, give us everything.
Luck everywhere. At I Am Lady Luck. You know, definitely follow your girl. We got some dope music out. We got some nice sexual videos, hardcore videos, pause, anything I need. We in the building.
Well-rounded artist. You already know it's your girl, the new queen of media, Miss Lissa, here with All Hip Hop, and you can keep scrolling, look for some more interviews. Go check out what Chuck is doing, because he's doing great things
for
the hip hop culture.
I love Chuck.
Chuck out here changing lives.
Chuck had my back. He saw me at my bottom. He saw me. It wasn't even my bottom.
Top?
It wasn't even my bottom. It was me. I thought I was buried, but I was actually being planted. And I was planted, and I was a seed ready to grow. But he bought my $5 CDs when he seen me out there, and I appreciate him for that.
Nah, Chuck is out here. He grooming talent. He showing love. All hip hop. Keep it going.